Man, this area is so gorgeous. I hope the rest of the game is going to be just as good. Dark Souls 2. There is no smart enemy placement here. Bitch, you're getting jumped. If you don't like it, take your ass back to Elden Ring. After people started losing their mind for playing Dark Souls 1 because it was so fucking good, FromSoftware knew they had to go even harder with the sequel. And yes, we all know that Dark Souls 1's second half wasn't too good, but they learned from their mistakes with the DLC. So that means that this game will be absolutely great, right? Right? Yeah, people did not like this game. And for good reason, to be honest. This is the only SoulsBorne game that shouldn't have been one in my opinion. And that's very easy to notice because every aspect of this game has some shit wrong with it. For example, the Estus Flash, the fog doors, the enemy placement, the boss runbacks, the lack of directions they give you, the fact that you have to pay fucking souls for a usable amount of iframes. Oh, and did I mention the enemy placement? And it's not like any of these features are bugs. They were all intentional, which once again gives me the idea that this game shouldn't have been a Souls game. All of this made people online tear into this game ruthlessly. Till this day, people are still clowning Dark Souls 2. But there's been an uprising of diehard fans who believe this game is the best fucking thing ever made. And even though we all know they are absolutely batshit crazy, this low-key did make me want to beat the game for myself. And yeah, the hate is kinda justified. But so is the love, sort of. Just hear me out. Before I say anything, I gotta give them some slack though. The expectations for this game were damn near higher than the expectations people had for LeBron in 2012. This isn't surprising considering the game they had to one-up with Dark Souls 2 was the original Dark Souls. A game considered by many to be one of the best of all time. So the chance of this game being better than Dark Souls 1 was really small. But people forgot about that factor real soon when they walked into... Holy fuck. This might be the best thing I've ever laid my eyes on. And the music, man. I think I'm gonna cry. This place reminds me a lot of the original Skylanders home area. That's probably why I love it as much as I do. And the fact that you can see so many future areas of the game from here is incredible. I can only imagine the excitement of people who played this game for the first time back then and were just looking around Majula thinking about all the fun that they were going to have. Huh, yeah, fun. But you can't stay in the starting area forever, you gotta explore the world. And that's kinda where Dark Souls 2 starts to truly shine. As some absolute fuck shit. From the start, you have 3 ways to go. We got Bohemian Grove, Hell, and this heavenly place. But don't let the beauty fool you. This place is a starting area, especially as a first-time Souls player, is fucking brutal. All of these 3 places have some shit wrong with it that bothers me a lot. This forest here is just absolutely packed with enemies and unnecessary stupid fucking fog walls. The enemies here are just such a burden to deal with, especially as a low level. I can't lie, the boss of this area is the easiest enemy here. And this place... yeah. So from the start of this game, you already have to pick what type of unfairness you want to deal with. And don't think it ends with these 3 places. Most of the places after also got some unnecessary bullshit that just makes you mad. And you could just ignore these parts and keep moving forward, but after a while it will get to you. And one thing I've noticed is the more hyped you are for an area when you walk into it, the more you're going to be let down. I'm not going to act like this is the only SoulsBorne with bad areas though. Every single game has at least a couple. But with most of the games, there's light at the end of the tunnel in the form of a cool-ass boss. But Dark Souls 2 on the other hand... this isn't a boss, this is a fucking mosh pit. That's another issue that runs through the entirety of the game. Most of these bosses are straight ass. Not all of course, we got some bangers here, but not near enough as Dark Souls 1. And even the best of Dark Souls 2 don't stand a fucking chance against the greats from Dark Souls 1. And I personally don't think it's 100% the fault of the boss designs alone. It's also something about the way everything moves in this game and how attacks land and shit. It all feels so insignificant. Sometimes I'm in a battle with some enemies and it will just look like I'm in a claymation. It's really weird to explain, but it just feels very uncomfortable. You know what else is uncomfortable? Yeah, that shit. The dread I feel every time I try to go through one of the fog doors knowing damn well I ran past at least 5 enemies is sickening. And the timer was added for no fucking reason too. Demon Souls didn't have it, Dark Souls 1 didn't either, so why the fuck does Dark Souls 2 have it? And I swear bro, they knew people were gonna hate this feature, that's exactly why they added as many unnecessary fog doors as possible. Like this one in the gutter. This motherfucker leads to absolutely nowhere. It does kind of remind me of the fog doors in Demon Souls World 3, but those weren't fucked up like these ones. And speaking of the gutter, These motherfuckers really looked at Blighttown and thought, yeah, turn off the lights. Cause what the fuck is this? The fact that there are no poison pools here is nice though. I guess the devs thought it was too nice to not be able to get poisoned here, so they decided to add these fucking squirt cannons of death. You can't even tell which ones will shoot you and which ones won't. And don't think that surviving this place will bring you joy, because right after we got... I think it's time to replay Bloodborne. Yeah, this game isn't the best, but it's not all bad. This game sticks out like a sore thumb compared to the rest, even more than Demon's Souls in my opinion, but not in a bad way. I absolutely love the uniqueness of this game. There's just something so silly about this game. You know what I said earlier about the fighting kinda looking like a claymation? That's also very enjoyable to see from time to time. And some of these areas are so damn cool. If the Iron Keep wasn't so overrun by these drugged out cosplayers, it would be the best area in the game. But, yeah, fuck this area. At least the two bosses here are good. The devs thought it was so cool in fact that they came up with the brilliant idea to reuse the Smelter Demon in one of the DLCs. Which in my opinion is absolute tomfoolery. Imagine paying money just to see the same motherfucker pop up again, but this time blue. I could keep picking out small things and bitch about those for the entire video, but truth be told, I think that this game should have never been a Dark Souls game in the first place. And I don't mean that in any bad way whatsoever. For the game to be a great SoulsBorne title, it should have a quick replayability factor, so whenever you die somewhere you need to be able to go right back into the action. But in Dark Souls 2, if you are unfortunate enough to die in one of the wrong areas, you need to redo so much bullshit just to get another chance to do it again. And as someone who gave up trying to do everything fast and just kill every enemy one by one, I can confidently say that this is the actual way to play this game. But no one wants to do that shit, and rightfully so, because dealing with basic ass enemies for 10 minutes just to have one shot with a boss that could kill you just like that is not fun. If they made this game its own thing and put more save points around the map and also made it less easy to die and whatever more, this could have been an absolute hit. They just tried too hard to make this game something that it could never be, and it's a great shame. At least they cleaned up their act with Dark Souls 3, because that game is fucking perfect. But that's a topic for another video. Thank you for watching. Bye!